goal, but I'm going to attempt to confront a dragon somewhere in a cave. Does anyone have anything to add to the recap?
My cool gun's going.
Yeah, your cool gun kind of exploded.
Alright. Flicker will pay me back.
My cat dog just tried to open the door to come in and join me. I have a dog whose nickname is Kitty Cat. She acted like a cat when she was younger. So, and yes, she does respond to Kitty, and it's awesome. There confused many people as I call her a kitty, and a 90-pound black lab comes running at you. Alright, so, as we left off to the cave, I'm going to do a map transition. Bear with me. I'm going to point if I did it right, and everyone knows classic me, I have Fog of War on. So, but if memory serves, I should have cleared a path, be able to start, which will be the southwestern corner, so the bottom left. And I will make the area just a little bit bigger. And then I was going to do a description before we get going. Make sure I'm all in the right layer. So, I know not everyone is a fan of Dungeon Crawl, so we'll kind of do what I've done in past, is kind of just a group. And you can overlap on areas. I'm not going to be beholden to you to those. I know everyone can fit, so better get me a go out. All right, so as everyone's getting their characters out, remind yourselves of your sheets. As you make your way, there is a giant stone cave entrance, dripping stalagmites and stalactites kind of towards the inside. And as you make your way in, about 50 feet within, you see that there is grass, there's foliage, here at the cave. You hear noises coming from within the cave that are not coming at your direction or behind your direction. So everything's, noise-wise is coming out of the cave towards you. You hear some mumbling, what sound like a fairy type voices. Yes, I will eventually learn Foundry. But does anyone have any questions about the area that you're in? This will be what you see is what is there, and then for determining the dungeon crawl, I'll get turn indicator going. But just one person wants to be the leader for the pack, would just go off of their movements, and then everyone can follow suit. I'm not going to have you all crawl through this. Alright, turn order's up. But we can put you in initiative in case someone wants to do something different. And it's weird. Okay, so my question to the group is one, who's going to be the leader? Two, how are you all approaching or maneuvering through the cave? Are you going quietly, loudly? Don't care. Lights on, lights off.
Well, I mean, there's a war currently going on up above us or outside the cave, so I don't think stealth is a whole issue. Miss Mary, you still got that illithid bubble going?
Of course.
This is gonna be a cakewalk. Geller will lead.
Okay, so Gallo, what is your movement speed? It's 30.
Let's give you my armor class. That's much lower. 30.
I mean,
Saw the 20. I was like, what the fuck? No, I just got my leg blown off by that gun you gave me.
I mean,
Call me Captain Hops. So you're gonna hop up over here.
I'm trying to find the wording of something really quick that I wrote on y'all's items, just to double check. D&D Beyond is being slow. And you said 20 feet, so what I'll do...
30.
30, apologies. Odd. So what you see is what is there. As you enter the cave forward, you hear some voices that just seem to be mumbling very low, talking to themselves here to the north, and then you are able to make out some figure just, they're not looking your direction, they're looking the eastern direction towards the rest of the cave. With that, I will sort initiative.
Okay. I feel like I have to ask Doug. So, obviously the ones up north are red caps. The one to the east, you have one of the icons you've used as friendly fairies before. Are you marking
Correct.
that is a friend, or are you just using generically fairies?
That's generic fairy, but they are not on your side.
See, that's
Thank you for the
that's why I
clarification.
asked. I need to make. I'm making sure.
I can make it simple. So far, there are no friendlies in this area. Clarification: you all left. Did you leave your squads that you all came with and through the castle? Are they staying back there, or are they in theory with you? I'm not going to have them all put tokens out here. I'm just trying to understand what the complete party picture looks like.
The Sealy are like in hiding until after the anti-Sealy gas has been used up. And it was my understanding that our unsealy forces are still fighting. Or did the fighting stop?
I don't remember coming to the cave because I feel like that was our original plan. Like, we didn't plan to meet up in the hall, but last I remember we were in the hall and there was a roar.
But then
I remember Flix did find the cave like in that hallway.
Okay.
I learned that the location.
It.
I gleaned that the location of the cave was a half mile from where we were, so we went outside. And after we went outside, they summoned the catapults that had the big bombs of the poison fairy gas. They started launching that at the people. We were not a part of that, so we just continued on to the cave.
Oh yeah, they were launching them at the Mirage Army, right?
Yes, they were launching it at the Mirage Armies.
Okay, so what I think that, because I'm assuming that I have a big say in what they're doing, I would tell them to go and what's the word I want to use here?
Hide.
No. I was gonna say it would probably be a good idea if we had the unsealy forces that are on our side go and attack the catapults, while the sealy continue what they're doing inside, dealing with whatever we were fighting on the way here. Because it seems like that was the only place that we've seen the gas, because everybody let me know that it was safe when I came inside.
We can absolutely do that. So then it would just be the party members as here. Alright. With that, I found the thing I was looking for. And yeah, so some of the tokens I've been mix matching, but I'll reuse certain tokens as generic fighters or placeholders. So yeah, this one can double as a friendly or a foe, but in this case, they're all foes. So, okay. With that being said, Gillo, this will be in a way a surprise round, assuming y'all are about to go into combat. As you see at least 4 combatants in your area, what do you do? And the rest of the party could probably get in on this. I assume there's a marching order of some sort, so you guys can freely organize how you're going to go about. And you can move your tokens, because I know you guys can move past each other, so on the map, let me get the right tool though, you can kind of stack here on the sides, right? Like, I know you're going through there, but you can stack on the sides, because I know some of you are small.
Well, I know what Gallo gonna do.
What is Gallo gonna do? As you would catch them under surprise, they're not expecting anyone. They're just there. And you do see these blue kind of dots. They are a light source. It's natural lighting, some sort of bioluminescent plant. You also notice there are quite a bit of old and new vines kind of along the cave walls.
So Gello's gonna pull out La Platine, Ava at his side, and just call out. So, Are y'all gonna change to the side of peace and change? Or do y'all want to die too?
Are you going to intimidate them, or is that a persuasion?
No, I'm just asking them a question.
Before I respond, I want to know what your kind of intent is. Are you trying to persuade or intimidate them, or is it just merely a statement looking for my reaction?
Yeah, I'm just asking. Are they going to try and fight, or are they going to accept a chance at peace?
As you make your announcement, these three up here go, huh? Who are you? Are you here? Peace. Whose side are you on? One of them turn. Does this mean we're losing? Were you losing? As they kind of talk back to you and kind of ready their weapons as they kind of motion.
I'll shout
Yeah,
from behind.
yeah, you are.
I'll shout from behind. You've already lost!
Princess Rosewind has reobtained her mother's crown, and we wish to reunite the Fey Kingdom. Do you wish to join in this reunion, or join the others in building its foundation?
You all started such a lovely garden outside of my home. We can always add to it.
I've always wanted to be a gardener.
Oh, yo. Boss, are we losing? This guy, this fairy over here, also drowned in shock, looking to see you, Gello, and some of the party in his visual area. Turns. No, not that I'm aware. And sheaths his weapon.
Does Rosewind have the crown on?
Yeah, I'll step out from around the corner, pull my staff out and go, "Oh, please, just make him do it the hard way."
I love the smell of blood in the water.
I thought we were trying to do this peacefully if possible.
Oh, we beyond trying to do this peacefully. We give them the chance. They don't take it, that's on them.
Hey, we can do it the peaceful
this-
way. That's up to them. You've got a very important choice to make right now, my potential friends. You can fight us and die, like everybody else has. Or you can put down your arms and join the correct side that you probably know is the correct side.
You want to make a persuasion roll, Rosewind.
I'll just tap my staff
Fairy-
against my crown.
Fairy here will kind of falter. While you wear the symbols of authority. Peace. It's always been talk talk and talk. That's why partly we're here. We actually did something. Had a vision of unity, our own vision.
Unity doesn't lie on the corpses of people just because they're different from you. Unity comes through coming together, which is why we're offering you a chance to save your own life. If you choose to throw it away at this point, that's your call. We've already won, like I said. We're here. And you have no idea how powerful we are.
We'll take a moment and pause. And if we surrender, you
get to
looking
live.
straight to Rosewind.
You get to walk out of here with your life. I am a person of my word. I always have been. And if you're on your way out and you start fighting us, you're no worse off than if you started fighting us now. Let's be real. Just let us pass. It's not hard. Fighting us will be.
I mean, not for me.
Well, I thought that was implied.
The
If it's hard for them, it's easy for us.
right. The three groups, or the one group of 3 red caps here, hold their position, lower the weapons a little bit, and just look to. I'm just going to move him so it's in visual range, so it looks accurate. I'll take a chance on this piece, you promise. He'll put his sword on the ground, kind of points towards Rosalind. But you swear on the crown that you wear, anyone that here henceforth surrenders will not be harmed by you or your forces.
Absolutely not. Everybody makes mistakes, and I'm sure that a lot of you are just in too deep at this point. I'm giving you an out. And if you want to be heroes,
He'll
there
not.
are people fighting for actual unity outside. You're free to join them.
Any of them wearing armbands?
These ones, no. They're
Okay.
just classic unseelie. They seem to be like the, how do I say this? Like a militia of unseelie. And he'll nod first towards the 3 red caps, and then turn and nod to the 3 darklings that are hidden-ish or hiding. They'll drop. Also, all 7 of them will drop their weapons. These 3 will kind of stand next to this fairy. Red caps will drop their weapons, look to that green fairy here in the center, and he looks back to Rosewind. So now what? We'll surrender. Us here.
Well, we pass each other here, and
Bruce,
we'll see what it means down the line. You know, as soon as we come through, you're free to leave the cave and figure out your lives. Hopefully, you live better.
his vision seems so palatable. So he did something about it, maybe for a second there. Perhaps we are on the wrong side. And so they'll gesture past. The party's free to move. I'm gonna unhide some areas. These are choices. And as the party passes, there are others within the cave. At least a few. They will most likely be like me and need some convincing. Either way, we will not support them, and we will not come attack you or your forces.
Reasonable enough for me.
Alright, so then I'll just move their tokens out of the way, kind of.
I will, as like we're passing, I have 9 rations in my inventory. I'll give each one of them a ration and I'll say, go, figure it out. Sometimes you just need a wake-up call.
Nod the rations, and then they will exit out. So I will just, for the sake of brevity, I'll just move them to a different layer. So they'll pass you, hands up, weaponless, and just exit out the cave. At a normal, just walking pace. They're not scattering off really quick. Party's free to explore.
Don't nod to Gello.
Gonna sullenly put La Platine back in her home. Is this an open area up here? Okay.
Yeah,
And it goes into a dead end.
I figured you'd ask that. It does. As you notice that there's some foliage, some larger flora about, some very brightly, like a green, orange, yellowish flowers throughout the cave. Mushrooms, of course.
Miss Mary, does that
Water
oil
looks,
give you what about the water?
The water looks very clean. The freshest spring water you've ever come across.
I'll stop what I'm saying to kneel down beside that, splash some on my gills, take a deep breath, and oh, that's nice. Anyway, sorry about that. Miss Mary,
The
does
water's nice and cold. Go ahead.
Miss Mary, does that oil give you any type of sense of any illithid nearby?
It does not. Anything within the range of the aura that is illithid would no longer exist.
Well, then maybe we just gotta vary.
Assume someone is reading. Yeah, incapacitate.
Well then, let's keep going. I'm gonna get over here.
As you continue, just it gets more and more a little damp, but more moss, more flora is seen grown throughout the cave.
I mean, I must say I do like it in here.
I like it better than most places in the unseelie part of the Fae.
Right, let me.
Does have a rather cozy atmosphere going on, if not a little humid.
Yeah, you know, if there wasn't a revolution against fascism going on outside, and I wasn't from a whole different area, I'd probably just set up shop right here.
As you round the corner, you see two more fairies, both unsealies. You can tell with their clothing, their moth kind of dusky looking wings. You turn, somewhat shocked. So you're the ones all making a fuss.
I turn around to everybody else. Back to them. I don't know what you mean by a fuss.
Sounds like
Did
an
you
understatement to me.
you not get the memo we just gave them just 15 feet away?
We heard it.
Join your friends.
Put my hand on the platoon.
Throw down your arms. Survive this day, or die in obscurity.
Go ahead and make another persuasion roll. Res. As these two look at each other, look at you, and by this point, the whole party is kind of in that area. You just... Well, your lack of combat noises and injury suggests that our compatriots have taken your offer, yes?
Yep. Anybody who walks out of here will survive today. Hopefully you make better choices down the line. Unity doesn't come from killing each other. Well, sometimes it can.
The
I'd prefer not to.
one fairy in the back kind of like nods. Yeah. Okay, so these two look at each other. They nod at each other. This one here behind the small pool of water looks to Rosalind. How's this work? As he, with like two fingers, unsheaths his sword and just puts it down on the ground.
We're strangers passing on the road. You simply go your way and we'll go ours and stop all of the bad things that are happening. Basically, let us walk past
So
and we
nod.
don't die.
And he'll take a step back. This one. I'll nod. And yeah, you are free to go. So before you have a path that leads right and a path that leads left.
Hey, which way are you to the dragon?
It's like you read my
They all
mind.
point to... If you're looking at the screen, the left-hand side, and I'll ping for clarity.
All right then. So, as I get by right here, so are there any more in there that we need to talk to? Or is it a straight path to the dragon?
There is no one else. It's just us. Here, in this cave. I cannot speak for what's past the, and it looks to the other fairy, and they speak their native tongue. Oh, what do you call it? I don't know. The punch out? Punch through? I don't know what. The transition area. I don't know what lies past there, who has been assigned to guard that area. We were just responsible for this cave. And protecting the body of water that's coming up. That's it.
Well then, let's hope you get to see them again. I'm gonna keep going.
Are they wearing armbands, or are they militia like the other one?
They seem to be militia. No armbands visible.
I'll pass them my last two.
They're wearing
rations.
kind of like short sleeves. They're not like.
I'll pass them my last two rations on the way through, and I'll be like, if you want to be heroes, there are people outside that are fighting for what is right. You can turn things around.
We'll nod, look at each other. We shall contemplate your wisdom.
Okay.
I don't think these people really get it.
Man, you know it's really bad when my people
Alright,
are
now-
calling me wise.
I mean, you have finally developed a degree of tact and decorum.
You know, you say that so much, I'm starting to think it's becoming your catchphrase.
It was pretty much for the first stretch of our journey together. PG, pre-Kello.
As
Bad as my tutors
you
back in
enter
the day.
into this quite large as you enter this larger part of the cave, you see this again, another very pristine water source here, as depicted. However, Gallo, as you're the closest one, it looks different. It looks like there is some sort of dull or matte sheen, almost like a sheet on it. But hard to tell unless you get closer.
Yeah, Gillo's not dumb. Does that look like a lava pool?
Why don't you go look?
Gillo's seen one before. He can tell from a distance.
Wouldn't Mary's
Oh,
like aura kill?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like if it's if
I'm
it's
about
to-
full of
Incapacit-
tadpoles, they'd be floating on the top like swamp scum.
correct. That's what I was trying to describe. Sounds like I did not pass as well. But yes, it looks like this is kind of what you mentioned, a sheet. Yes, it is. There are larvae in there, but they're frozen, and just due to the nature of the way of the water, they've all clumped in an area. They look
Ew.
alive, but can't move, so they're just existing.
Oh man, this is gonna be as fun as shooting fish in a barrel.
But just like one solid mass because they can't go anywhere.
Do I still have any vials of that poison?
Which one? Reminds me. It's been a minute.
The one that was being worked on to affect mind flayers.
I mean, if you want to save that, I got this. And I pull out a Molotov.
Or I could use an electrical spell, considering the fucking ruling Doug does about electricity.
It would travel through that entire body of water because, that's really how electricity works. Not like, oh, you're limited to 5 feet. Unless you're in a body of water. Most physics just are not physics. So yeah, I mean, so here it is. You could use the poison, but to frame it, I mean, now you're poisoning what could be now a clean source of water. Food for thought. Yellow could absolutely set the thing on fire as they were floating at the top, or you could electrify it. How do you want to solve this problem?
Lightning bolts!
Or you could just completely ignore it and just leave it there. I don't know. All right, we're casting lightning. All right.
I just put my hands in the
thing,
water.
but they'll most likely.
I'm just like, fuck you,
And
little
I think
fuckers!
incapacitate automatically fails.
I was gonna say, yeah, incapacitated. I don't think I need to. So as you just hold your hands in and go all Emperor Palpatine here, you see this entire mass just sizzle, and some of them catch fire. They all just start becoming just pieces as they become vaporized because of all the electricity coursing through their very small bodies, as that entire pool is cleansed of pretty much anything that's living. But yes, all the illithid tadpoles in that body of water are destroyed outright.
Sorry if I ruined the fun. I don't get a chance to do that a lot. Also,
I mean,
they've been
a
poisoning
dead squid's a dead squid.
Yeah, very true. I'll make sure I leave some for you to throw.
Yo gives a big whiff. I love the smell of calamari.
All right, Urius, as you got a little bit closer to the pool, you feel something around your leg. And before you can kind of figure out what's going on, this vine is just going to come out of kind of this center area here and come in for a swing. So let me kind of unhide some stuff, and a surprise attack will go on to Urius. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't do it. I was on the wrong layer. Okay, Urius. There's a 21 hit Urius. This giant vine grabs you. Can anyone else hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Furious muted.
Furious. You hear me?
Yes, I set my 5 key on my number pad and then I turn number lock off.
Okay. 21. Vine. Does it hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So as this vine grabs you, it's going to start pulling it towards the plant. As you take 19 points of bludgeoning and 6 points of poison. Now I need a dex or saving throw to see if you can get out of its grapple. As this giant kind of Venus flytrap looking monstrosity just unfurls, kind of blocking part of the passage that you were trying to get to, which is up here. So that kind of set. As this plant looks awfully hungry, as you see kind of like remnants of either bone or small creatures kind of at the base of where the leaves are. Alright, so you are not grappled. As it tries to pull you, you must slip out, but you still take the damage. With that, we will be at initiative. Starting with Nico, apparently. As Nico looks to Urias, sees you get out. Are we fighting this?
Apparently.
It shot first. Kill it.
Oh no. The plant.
Also, Doug.
No, we don't have a Gyarados.
Doug, Lilith is not in initiative. I did not click her token when I rolled. I wanted to be true to character.
Oh, okay. You can, you can drag her over and just add her to the initiative.
Oh yeah, I forget that I can do that. Never mind.
Okay. And then Whisper, you are still kind of at the beginning of the cave there, buddy. So you can kind of reorganize yourselves. I know we weren't being very dungeon crawly through this section. So just put your character where you think they would be. As Nico will kind of take flight. You've got about 30 feet of ceiling at the tallest, kind of directly, here I'll ping, kind of towards the center of this area. It's a giant. Okay, Lilith with an 8. I will reorganize.
No, it was a 2.
All right. It's showing an 8 on to me.
Yeah,
Do you
I
want me to
went
change it to a 2?
I went to change Lilith, and then you like organized it and moved it around, and I changed mine.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I see you there. What were you?
There we go.
Let's see.
Should be all good now.
Gotcha. I will decalc.
I had rolled a crit.
Wait, were you 24 previously?
Yeah, I think what happened is that I was still clicked on mine, now that I'm thinking about it.
Alright, so we'll finish Nico's turn. Go back to you with Urias on deck. Okay, so Nico will take to the air, and he will run in and take some swings. So, 1. And oh shit, that's how we're going to start tonight. Alright. Points as yep, and then one more. All right. So Nico just flies in, claws and teeth, and just starts attacking this plant. And I start to tear chunks of plant out. That being said, Flicker, your turn.
Okay. Carnivorous plant. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it.
All right, fire.
26 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Deal you damage.
Fire damage.
All right, as it takes the fire. See, it does not like it so much. All right, Urius, you're up with me on deck. Urius.
I'm going to firebolt it as I pop at nothing.
All right, you see the firebolt solidly hits. Your turn. All right, solid hit.
Would you kindly stop trying to eat me?
You just hear its jaws and its vines withering and snapping. All right. It's turn. Let's see. I'm going to check something. All right. Furious. It is going to reach back out with the vine again. Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah.
All right. As you take 26 points of damage, I need you to again try and make a grapple check.
I lost the page for that. Give me just a second.
Okay. You pass. So again, you're able to fend off the vine trying to pull you in. As one other vine is going to come for, I think this is Flix. Are you the one that's like right south of Urius? I think so.
Yep.
All right,
Center of the
same
group,
thing.
essentially.
Vine's going to come in hot. And 13, I'm pretty sure that does not hit you.
No.
All right. That is the plant's turn as we move to Yellow. Mary on deck.
All right, so Yellow's gonna do something a little unexpected right now, and take 3 shots at it with La Platine.
Okay, shoot away.
There's a 1,
Hit.
there's a 2,
Hit.
and there's a 3.
Also a hit. So let's see. 18, 9. 32, 42, 48 points of damage.
And don't got anything for bonus action. I do not. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me, pardon me, and get over here. Because it seems to be walking its way up to me, hitting those two.
I mean, it is a plant. It can't. It's a plant, but okay, yeah.
That's my turn.
Range of your friend. All right, Mary with Whisper on deck.
Mary's just gonna go ahead and attack. And move right
Okay.
here. Alright. There's one.
That actually misses.
Oh. Here is two.
That will hit.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use smite. Which smite am I using? Probably the fire. I have too many spells. Can you guys believe this?
What?
Nope, not at all. No such thing.
Cross-classing sorcerer and paladin's a mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and do. There we go. Yeah, divine smite at 2nd level.
Okay. Nice. As this bright light comes radiating out of your sword, smacking the plant dead center. Alright. Is that your
That's
turn,
it.
Mary?
Yep.
Alright. Fur with, I believe that is Flicks on deck.
Okay, first we're going to Eldritch Bolt its butt.
Eldritch Blast me?
Yes, that's what I meant. Eldritch Blast, sorry. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, all three of those hit as your last one just hits.
Cool.
So 20, 30, 32 points.
And in addition to that, I'm going to
You're coming in broken.
Sorry, I was confirming my spell slot. I'm casting a Quicken, 3rd level empowered magic missile.
Okay. Let's see, 4, 8, 13, 17, 18, 21?
Yeah.
Okay. All solid
As
hits.
I do my best to blast holes into it.
Is that your turn?
And that's it for me. Yep.
As we move to Flicks with Lilith on deck.
Flicks is gonna skip, scap, and skadoodle right up here, and then attack the plant. Where is it?
Swing away.
There it is. That's an at 20.
Oh boy. Just waiting for the full 20 to catch up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the damage to catch up on my end too.
Oh no. All the dice. Alright. Oh boy. 15 plug. Okay, just the plus. Oh,
It has a total down at
crits.
the.
Yeah, so 51 as your rod slash great sword of flame tongue just comes in and slices chunks of plant off.
It's still standing.
It is still standing, although it looks
I'm still
significantly hurt. As you see chunks
I'm-
of plant, withered, burnt leaves, vines. Go ahead. Swing away.
It's coming.
Yep, that's a hit.
18.
It is still standing.
And my last attack. Ooh.
Get a. Ooh. It will use its reaction to make a long shot. An opportunity attack against you. We'll see. One could hope. 18. I don't think that hits you.
No, I'm currently at 24.
Hey, it tried. Alright, so as a vine comes in and just fails to connect. Is that your turn, Flix?
Yeah.
Alright. Lilith with Flicker on deck.
Lilith, seeing that the fire is dealing as much damage as it is going to pull out the firebrand. She will, not knowing like where the words come from, but being tied to the sword, she will say "Quay Crew," and like the sword will start burning bright blue. Because it says for a bonus action once a day you can intensify the heat of the blade and make it burn blue. And then she is going to attack with Firebrand.
Love it.
Well, there we go.
Solid hit. As you
And
see the
then
fire continuing to.
The blue flame does an additional 2d8.
Alright. One-handed, correct? Or are you doing two-handed? Yes, the two-hand, the divine strike, I think, is what that says. And then there's your other sword
Her
damage.
sheet says she has a shield, so I assume it's one-handed.
Okay. So 19 points of damage. As you take a solid, sizable chunk out, and you see that blue flame, the intensity has like carves this burnt scar into the plant. Yeah, it is still up. It is, as I said previously, it is looking more and more withered, a lot more crazed, kind of realizing it may be towards the end of its life. So now it's just flailing about, trying to connect with anything it can.
That'll be Lilith.
is that Lilith's turn. All right.
Yep. And
With-
I have to ask, can I swing around over here? This says it's 30 feet, but it kind of goes through the thing. Can I like swivel around it, or?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna come here so Mary has flanking, and then I am going to create bonfire on it. Dexterity saving throw DC 18.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The
that
one
roll
thing
was
I-
so shit. Haha, I figured the plant
Okay.
wouldn't be dexterous.
It's not. It really isn't. Got a +0. Alright, so... Yeah, you just create a bonfire. Now it's just like squealing and freaking out, like just flailing at this point.
Yeah, so I
As
picture
it takes
it like she like flies up and around to be flanking with Mary, and then she just like snaps her fingers and like a fire starts in the center of it.
Nice.
Also, it says the bonfire ignites flammable objects in its area that aren't being worn or carried.
Yeah, so it's on fire. As you know, plant, bonfire, yeah. I'll take, what, D8.
But yeah, that'll be Flicker's turn.
Okay, so it's just going to constantly take a D8, right?
Sure.
Nico.
Depending on Roswin's level, it says at 11th level it's 3d8s. Or whoever's casting the spell, sorry.
Yeah, that's why I said my roll was so bad, because I got 10 on 3d8.
Yeah, so they just take 3d8 every turn.
Bonfire.
As Nico sees Rosalind use the fire, he gets ideas like, oh, I'm not going to be outclassed. And let's see if I can do this correctly. So he'll kind of fly and hover over here. And it's going to have to be like this way. Alright, so he's going to point a cone in such a manner that it doesn't hit his allies. I have a cone tool. And he'll just use his breath weapon. So, make a on save. That was the wrong choice, but we'll see. How about that? As when he breathes his beam of light, he kind of looks at Flicker. Yeah. Aha! I can do this too. Alright, although dealing a massive amount of damage, that plant is barely up. Is that curious? It's like all shriveled, burnt, partially collapsing on one side. What do you
I
think?
am going to go ahead and give Firebolt another chance. I found the treasure.
All
room.
right. I can already tell, but how are you going to do this? Roll your damage. As you roll your damage, I want you to think about how you do this.
I point my hand straight into its mouth to release the firebolt and tell it, I'm the one who bites, bitch.
As
Putting it in the face.
you cast your bolt, see it connect more so than your previous one, and it just burns and kind of part of it explodes out as it splits and just dies in the fire that has been surrounding it. And with that, you all are out of combat. Now, for above two, I was kind of hoping I would grapple one of you all so I could swallow you, so I could try and do this. See what the party would do. But you all seem to be a lot harder to get a hold of.
Is it just me, or is Doug like throwing monsters at us that like to swallow?
And inseminate.
Freudian slip through combat.
We've got the tadpoles, seed implanting corpse flowers.
And there is a way to resolve that fairly easily. Since I don't think they'll be using this, I will tell you all a healing spell would make that disappear. I just took it out of the text because I realized as soon as I pop it up like that, it'll tell you how to fix it. And I'm like, oh, no, I need the party to try and figure this out. Yes, there was an undo.
I think it's a lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a character who got chosen by
Slaughtered.
wow, they fucking maybe those fucking
gonna say
frog-looking
slaughtered usually.
things. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was like a gray slot or some shit like that.
When you throw a plant at a party of pyromaniacs,
Well, I mean, fair, but I thought they were was like, you don't have a druid. I don't know anyone that can talk to our plants because it's neutral. It doesn't know what's going on, but it's like, oh, food. You're a food source. It's carnivorous. No witnesses. It doesn't have eyeballs.
Not anymore.
and now it never will.
I'm just embarrassed I didn't have the fire smite in my spell list today.
The one time it would be useful.
Right?
I hit the full dichotomy of rolls in my attack. I hit a nat 20, then I hit a normal roll that hit, then I hit a nat 1. So I hit the full dichotomy of the dice roll.
Yeah, quite a few crits this one encounter. As the party gathers and the flames start to kind of die out, if there's not much, carnivorous mass of plant left with all the intense fire and lights and lightning thrown at it. Quicker, you can see kind of into this next area. Where I will explain previous comment. As you see off up here through this passage, you see a completely different looking cave system. And that phrase that the previous two fairies were trying to figure out what to say when they came up with punch out, it looks like just a hole was punched through a wall, and inside is this kind of purpley glowing cave. And right as you round, you can still hear a roar echo throughout, coming through that hole, through that passage towards the party. It sounds different. It sounds not angry, but more confused and frustrated.
You're cutting in and out a lot.
More than it would like an angry dragon roller that you've heard in the past. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this any better?
Yeah, I think so. It like fixed itself right at the end. It
Okay.
was weird.
Sorry. So the roar that you're hearing as you round into this new area sounds more like a roar out of frustration, confusion, more than it does a roar of anger or trying to threaten. If that makes any sense to you.
Real quick, like, okay, so like I'm listening to this. Am I able to hear sounds of combat at all? Because in my brain, my immediate thought process is Mary has freed it from its chains and it is now fighting the enemy.
No. Doesn't sound combative.
Okay, but it does sound like it's down this hall, so I'll point that way.
It does.
I'll just go. Let's see if we can save a dragon, huh?
Let's see.
With that, is the party wanting to move to this passage? They'll do another map change. If that's what everyone wants to go, I'll tell you there's nothing else to find in this cave.
Then we've got
But
no
if we're
reason
leaving,
to stay.
then a little railroady.
I think
but
any of us were expecting to find this.
Not even a lump of gold that used to be coins in the corpse of the corpse flower?
No.
I can't believe-
There is... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm just going to type it out.
As you see that the bones there seem to be small animals and probably just prisoners who didn't have anything. Okay. Hearing no objections to changing maps, I will change before everyone drags a token out. Let me tell you where you're going to start, and we'll go from there. Alright, there should be a carved out area to the more northwestern. It's the very top of the page. Should be laid out for you.
thought Doug said that there was dead prisoners in the carnivorous plant.
Bones of dead prisoners.
Yeah,
Yes, I did say that.
that's what she was praying for. She wasn't praying for the... Although if she was praying for the little squid babies, she would have been like, rotten hell, bitches! I'm sure.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like her.
Probably
May you
in a much more
have it in
feminine
your next
voice,
iteration.
but... Mind Flayer squid salad.
Okay, I'll drag Nico out here in a minute.
note to self army on the Sword Coast?
All right. Gil, are you still leading? Assume you do the same thing in the previous map. Which way are you wanting to go? As you look straight.
Is this the only direction to go?
No, there's another area. Let me. Where everyone starts casting a bunch of stuff or doing anything. I'm going to reveal. Give me a second to finish revealing and then have a discussion. And then we will go from there. And yes, I will get a turn order going. So there's going to be a couple of things going on.
Looks like we gotta pay the troll toll.
Okay, so first thing, the depicted token of a mind flayer here to the right of the cave 4 is incapacitated. I just didn't want to put an
Yeah,
X
Gil's
there.
just gonna go over there and pop one in the head.
As Gello, as you approach the mind flayer, absolutely just seems petrified or frozen as they cannot move, and you see their eyes just like their pupils get bigger as they are just have no idea what's going on. Yeah, go ahead as you brain this one.
Want me to make an attack roll?
Yeah. But for these, I will make the assumption that I'm going to have you burn all your ammunition. But yes, shooting.
Oh no, I mean I got a shit ton of ammunition.
I know. You're going to kill it with this hit. For the
Is
sake of.
attacking
Well, so the mind flayer is technically still alive. It's just incapacitated.
Yeah, isn't attacking an incapacitated foe technically a coup de grace?
Yes, that's how
I think that's a
treating it.
5e thing.
Okay, all right. So then, yes, as Gello pointed out, there is this green, kind of grotesque creature. It's just kind of, it has its back turned to you, as it is just kind of looking around the cave as it starts to head towards the south.
Okay, so quick couple things as we get into it with this guy. What do I know of trolls, and are trolls in your world any different, Doug?
I'll take that as probably not any different. They are stock trolls. As you know, they are not the smartest. Can be fairly tough in terms of brute strength and toughness. But these ones, you know, without having to roll anything, they are definitely cave trolls. They look like a cliche cave troll.
Anybody got anything to eat? Maybe we can distract him with food? I don't know.
And you don't see that it has any sort of weapon on it, and no leather armor, crude armor. It just got a simple loincloth around it, and it just seems to be wandering the halls. It looks like it's a guard, or that's its purpose. But the roars of the dragon are so much more loud, and they are all you can hear it, but it's down this right hand side passage is the inside of the other.
Oh, well, if the dragon's the other way, then we can just leave that guy be. He's just doing his thing.
Okay, so
Question.
Hello.
What happens if he is... Well, no, this is curious to, like, Rosewind and the rest of them. What if he has tadpoles swimming in his noggin?
Well, then I'm sure Miss Mary's... Yeah. Or I should be making it nullified.
That's helpful.
And then, I mean, we deal with the elder brain, and then it's based. The tadpole itself is brain dead. So, I mean, we can just leave that guy be. He's just doing his own thing.
She's like a thunderclap in a mosquito swarm.
Oh, it's not an elder brain
Okay.
dragon. It's not an elder brain dragon. Doug, that's the
Not
exact same fucking
exactly.
token I used.
Yes,
That
I'm
is the
aware.
exact same fucking token I used.
But I can't find exactly what I'm trying to get across. I'm not a skilled artist, so it is a representative. As you see this blue dragon, it looks in a way wrong, not because of the elder brain attachment to it, but it seems like it was magically enhanced and grown, right? It has like the brain of what's the word? A wormling almost, but in a body of a young adult. Does that make sense? And the way this brain is attached, it looks crude even by illicit standards. As there are metal tubes going from the brain, the elder brain, into the skull of the dragon. There is just like straps holding the brain onto the back of the dragon. It's not morphed as what the picture kind of shows. This seems rushed. This seems like they didn't have enough time to put this monstrosity together. And as the noises, this dragon is kind of, it's acting like it's drunk in a way, right? So it's kind of wobbling back and forth. It's conscious, but it's like trying to bash its body against the wall, right? It looks like it is trying, it's confused, it's trying to get whatever's attached to it off, but can't turn to get it off. The elder brain is motionless. You can tell it is alive, air quote, because it still looks, I don't know how to describe it, pink, juicy, fleshy. It's not like it's dead or rotted.
Just like Mama
It's
used
still
to make.
alive. So yeah, you have this giant dragon just thrashing about a cave. Yes, the depicted
yeah.
mind flayer here. Joan is incapacitated, but you can see it. It's not hiding.
Well, okay, so
Call out to Nico.
yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
Nico's gonna
Get Nico over here and just be like, whoa, 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 whoa there, buddy. Let us help you get rid of that.
as it turns
Do I know
to look
Draconic?
at you.
I don't know. Do you?
I do.
Look at this. It says, I know all languages.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding, Doug. I don't know all languages. I don't know Draconic.
As make
That was not one of my
loud
options.
enough noises, it turns and just has this like confused, frustrated, kind of like a sad look, looking at the party, and you hear it very forcefully, painfully mutter the word help in common.
Now there, buddy. We got you. We got you. We're going to have to cut this thing off of you now, okay?
It's freaking out. Make a persuasion check.
No, don't do this to me.
You have advantage because you have Nico standing next to you. Hello, fellow dragon creature.
Can I give him advantage?
As
Never mind.
as Nico like looks at the party, knows what you're trying to do. He's just going to start very gently but rapidly talking in Draconic. Sorry, I had to cough. And
You mean speak in Draconic?
yes, he's talking. It's Mary that can understand all languages, correct? But then Urias
Correct.
can read
Urias
all
can read all.
languages.
I can also reach out and touch someone and make them understand all languages, and anyone that's listening to them hears in their own language.
I know Draconic.
Okay, so anyone that has the ability to understand Draconic audibly, Nico's going to tell him that we're friends, that he is confident that he's the blue dragon that was a egg mate, or they were together, and that the party here means no ill will or harm, and that they are trying to free it of this thing attached to its back. And it just looks at Nico with this kind of like sad, yet somewhat happy, relieved. It's going to stop thrashing, and it's going to kind of lay down, but it's going to have like its wings spread out on the ground instead of folded, because there are like tubes and things tied holding the elder brain that are kind of like where the wing bones would be, or excuse not be, are. As I said, it looks kind of crudely or hastily attached to the back of the dragon. And so it just looks to Gello and like shakes its head in the up down yes, and anxiously awaits the party's decision.
See if I got any type of cutting instrument.
Anybody got Dimension Door?
No?
Separate the two things, you know?
We have a well of infinite worlds.
Well, my thought
I think
Throw
I'd
it
take
in.
both of them with it.
process was just to like you take the one creature with you, separate it from the brain.
Well, I mean, hold on. What if we take that, what you call it, well of infinite world, whatever? What if we like use that to like cut off bits and pieces of the brain?
I would have to close it with the brain half through it.
Yeah. You know, he just slices off right there.
I grab my pocket square and flick it, and it becomes a big limp portal hole thingy that's not working since it's not laid down on anything. And that might be a little difficult without it a surface.
Got the ground right here.
Is it big enough to accommodate the brain?
How big is
6
the
feet of it. We can get
portal?
6 feet in at a time.
Yeah.
6 feet circle. Diameter. Circle.
Like chopping onions.
With far fewer tears.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
You getting it?
hopefully it doesn't hurt Little Dragon Blue.
I could try using
Me-
my enlarge reduce on the brain and reduce the size of the brain to make it smaller.
Leave some of its juices. We might be able to use them to make a poison.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the wee dragon over here, and does it look like the brain has like tentacles dug into the dragon to control it?
There's at least two. It looks like there are drilled holes in the dragon's skull that have the two thickest tentacles going into it, and then there are some metal flexible tubing coming from the brain, and it's attached in various parts of like the neck and the head of the dragon.
I'm gonna rest a hand on his neck and be like, I'm gonna try something real quick, okay? If this
It just
hurts,
nods.
I'm sorry. But let me know if it does hurt. I'm gonna pull out my rapier and like not stab it, but like just kind of poke the brain.
Okay.
Lobotomy. Do 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 do.
Poke
Like
the
my
other
goal
brain, correct?
is yes. No, I'm gonna take out the tentacle out of the dragon's head and poke its brain. No. Yeah, my goal is to I'm wanting to see if hurting the brain is also going to like
Hurt the
transfer the pain to the dragon.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
I mean, I'm not trying to do damage per se.
I know. Okay. As you swing a very clean cut through tentacle.
Just a gentle poke of the brain.
Gentle poke. Okay. Sorry. As you poke the brain, the little dragon, speaking Draconic to Nico, Nico relates to you. He asks if you poked it yet.
Oh yeah, good. All right, so we can deal with the brain and not have to worry about it hurting the dragon.
So do we just, rip it off and have our healers heal it while we rip it off? Or?
Well, I mean, we should be as gentle as we can, yeah?
Nico is like completely translating this from common to draconic back and forth. And as you make that comment, Nico will look to Caleb. He says just rip it out. He's confident that he can withstand. Just he wants it out.
All right. I'll let him know. If he throws me against the wall, I'm going to have some words.
Please don't. And I'm sure the dragon can understand me in Draconic too, since it casts tongues.
So Nico translates all this, and you just see the blue dragon just dig its claws further into the ground. Like it understands that it's like going to try everything it can.
All right. So, looking at this, it has the two tentacles in the dragon's head. What else is it?
Yeah.
Like, is the brain using to like hold on?
It has some of its other longer tentacles like wrapped around, kind of like the spurs of the wing, to hold on. It has it kind of not tight enough that it's going to choke, but tight enough to hold the brain on around its neck. It has what looks to be some very hastily cut, thick leather. Lacking better purpose, it's like ratchet strapped around the brain, around the body, and like an X. It looks like they were trying to see if this works first before permanently attaching it to the dragon, trying to figure out how to get it to be one being.
So you said there was like bits of metal and like leather and stuff holding it down right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Player to DM. If I casted animate object, would I be able to use everything that's holding the brain to the dragon right now to push the brain off of the dragon as the party is helping?
I mean, generally, yes, I would agree. How would because it's wrapped around the dragon. So when you animate it, how would it I'm just trying to understand, how would it push the brain off, I guess is how. Or are you saying it would come undone because
It would come undone. So like you said there's like leather strapping it down and there's like bits of metal and stuff. So I'd like animate the objects so they were coming to life. So like almost like spider limbs or a tentacle, I imagine the metal bits would be like pushing out and like the leather would come unlatched and then push up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, you could do that.
Okay. Then if the party is going to rip the brain off, that's what I'll be doing while they do that.
Now, I do think we should do the easy parts first and save the painful parts for last.
Since attacking the elder brain doesn't seem to affect our dragon friend, what if I thought some nasty things in its direction really, really hard and smack it with a psychic lance?
Well, I mean, best case scenario, then we have a dead one on the back of this dragon that we still gotta take off.
It would potentially make it easier just in case it can respond. That way its tentacles aren't going to be coming after us too.
I mean, right now it can't.
True.
Incapacitated.
If spell fell, which is the aura of anti-illithid, we don't know where there might be a giant floating collection of eyeballs.
What?
A beholder? A giant floating collection of eyeballs.
No, I get what you say now. I look around a very well lit room. Do I see a beholder?
No, there is no beholder.
There are more tunnels.
Well, whatever we're gonna do, we better get it done, because I can't imagine that this, and she like motions at the dragon, is pleasant.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting at the tentacles that are wrapped around.
As
And just tell them we're gonna be working on the easy parts first, and then we're gonna get to the hard part. We'll let you know when we get to that.
so more than a attack, how are you going about cutting? I'm not going to have you all just start rolling attacks. No, more a skill challenge. How are you? I guess this is more.
Man, I'm just using my rapier and cutting rope.
Okay. So as you are cutting your rope, cutting around the tentacles, what's everyone else doing? I mean, this thing's sizable. I mean, it's a gargantuan-sized creature.
Can anybody use this? And I grab the greatsword at my side and go, I can't currently. That's older me. The flame tongue greatsword also probably don't make it go burn.
What now? What was that?
I hold out my flame tongue greatsword that I can't use because I'm not currently Urius the Elder.
Flix has one in his hands already, so he's not going to take it. But what Flix is going to do is that Mind Flayer down below, is that one been dealt with at all?
Nope. It is just kind of like you see that it has what look to be some small hand tools in its hand, and it's like its hands are frozen clutched, and it's just there. No, it has not been dealt with.
Flix is going to go put it out of its misery.
Okay, go ahead. But for fun, go make an attack.
The funsies.
Would my pass be able to notice the tools, like my passive perception?
Possibly. You can go over there
It's
and
21.
make an investigation or a history check. Well, you can. There you go. Yeah, so as you just coup de grace this thing, how do you do it?
Flix is going to just raise his great sword and then lop this thing's head off. And as he does, he'll say an unseelie. Under his breath, he'll say an unseelie prayer. Filthy creatures.
Furious, you do recognize the tools as they seem to be surgical instruments.
These might help us, and I hold up some of the surgical instruments.
So you have what look to be like some sort of clamp, a knife, scalpel. It's got more of a leafed style blade. It just looks different, more elegant than crude. And then you see it's a drill bit. There is no drill. It's just a very long, very thin, so about like 6 inches. It's long and thin, and it tapers to go wider, kind of like a very long horn in a way. It looks to be, as it's made out of this dark metal that looks unfamiliar to you.
Did they just use telekinesis to spin it?
I mean, you don't see any tool marks on like what would be the shaft of the drill bit.
This will definitely be for figuring out what the nine hells it is. I take the rest of the tools he had in hand over with me to my compatriots.
Gallo, by now you've probably cut all the tentacles you need to.
All right. And Flicka's little tentacle leather friend is lifting up the brain.
Yes.
Have that right?
Bigger.
I was going to use animate object. Sorry, I was talking to somebody. I got distracted there.
Yeah, and it's going to be holding up the brain.
Yeah, that was my thought. Was that it like spider tentacle sort of nonsense with the straps in metal?
That is the ugliest fucking spider I have ever seen.
You make do with what you can.
Oh, no,
So at least that way the brain's off, the weight's off of the poor dragon.
that's just
Now I'm gonna
Cast your spell. As the brain is lifted up, the two thick ones still kind of now, because of gravity, they're kind of hanging, but they're still inserted into the back of the dragon's brain along with the tubes. What's next, Gallo?
Well, don't necessarily know if this is a good idea. Uh,
what if we found?
yeah, I'm gonna need somebody on the other side.
What if, Flix? Were you the one that could shrink things?
Yeah, that's an innate fair.
Yeah, I can try and reduce it.
Why don't you shrink it and then I open the well of many worlds and we don't see if we could just drop it onto the elemental plane of fire into it.
Oh, we still gotta get this thing out of its brain.
True.
We're at the hard part now.
And we'll put the clamp thing and the scalpel thing. Maybe this will help us clamp it, cut it, see if it's going to do any nasty stuff when we unclamp it a bit. Cut it on the side opposite our dragon friend on the clamp.
I imagine Lilith would walk up and like have a hand on the dragon just in case, with like healing magic ready to go in reaction to anything going wrong.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna hurt a lot. In the best case, the worst case, might need a revivification on hand.
Divine intervention.
If somebody else wants to get on the other side, and well, I mean, since we're here, I'm gonna start cutting off the thicker tentacles so they're easier to grab and do what we need to do.
Flick scan. Flicks
Okay.
would be on this side helping with whatever you needed with.
And then that way we're not worried about the brain anymore. We're worried about getting the rest of the brain off of out of the dragon.
So as the party maneuvers themselves and gets ready for position, Nico conversing, explaining everything. Looks to Gillo, and the party looks set. He just looks to Gillo. He's ready. Just tell me when. I told him that when you say go, everything's gonna go. So you tell me I'm gonna speak a word, go. Draconic.
I'm ready.
All right.
Make a strength check. Roll. Strength roll. See how easily this thing comes out. And you have people helping you, so it'll be at advantage.
Will this be considered athletics?
Can be. As Nick looks to Gillo. You ready?
I nod. And I ask that because I have a +2 to strength, but a +6 to athletics. So, and I already get advantage from it.
That's so. When you are ready, say the word go and make your athletics roll.
I will also fire off a bardic inspiration.
Okay. 2.
To Gillo, I'll be like, dig into it like your jaws.
Okay.
Well, since you put it that way. All right, and then I just yell out a poorly pronunciated "go" in Draconic.
And Nico will repeat that word, but in a much finer Draconic. Make a roll. There we go. As both combined mights of the party and the spell, the brain at first pull has some tension to it, but you keep going and you just rip this medium elder brain out of the skull of the dragon. Okay, now what? You have this you're like barely holding it, brain out. There's some remnants. The tubes are still attached to the dragon, though, but and some remnants of tentacle. But you got most of it. You got the entire brain.
Before we throw it in
So now
the
what?
hole, would you mind if I went ahead and separated the lobes?
I poke at some of them.
I mean, some of its
You can
fluids
have
might also help making a potion to prevent it from protect people from illicit thingies. Illicit incursions.
whatever you want to this brain. It can't move. Not that it could really originally, but what are you looking for,
I
man?
want to try.
I just want to cut. You know how there's two hemispheres of a brain? I just want to cut neatly down the center and separate them.
Okay. You ought to hit it. How you got to do like a performance or a medicine, strength.
I think strength.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be precise
So-
with this. I'm just following the line.
Okay, so make your roll. See how well you do this. Oh no! All right. So instead of cleanly, you still hit it. I know it's a crit fail. You still hit it. You still cut it, but instead of nice and clean, it is just massacred. It's just instead of
Everybody
using like
is covered in fluid now.
just brain splatter and crap everywhere.
It's in my gills.
I wish to scoop some of the brain viscera into one of my alchemical vials.
Yeah,
From my
you could
kit.
absolutely do that. It's kind of all over the cave now, but yeah.
I'll clean some of it off me before I prestidigitate myself clean.
I'll grab a handful of the brain gloop and throw it at Flix, and I'll go, how many chances do you get to have a brain ball fight?
Flix will use Druidcraft to create a gust of wind to blow that brain chunk back towards Gello.
I take
Who's
back
going to
my
use his
comment.
gust of wind to throw it back at Rosewind?
I take it to the face and then use prestidigitation.
Solid game of catch, team.
Is to hoping that has no ill effects. And I start to prestidigitate myself, and then Gello's gills, just to be nice.
Yes, you flirt. I'm a taken man.
No offense, but I prefer less aquatic lovers.
That's just racism.
I'm
What? You afraid to get wet?
I mean, running water has been known to have some ill effects on vampiric beings.
No, that's fair.
as y'all are playing Brain Ball, Nico's going to kind of scamper up and start working, trying to get the metal tube out. And then...
I mean, that was part of my intention with the animate object thing, is to have the, like, metal tubes, like, come out while they're animated.
Most of it did come out. There looks to be, like, some sort of connector that... Because the other thing, it just get counted out. But Nico's up there. He works out this connector that's kind of into the dragon as he's talking intraconic, saying like, "Hey, this might hurt. Hold on a minute," as he's like using his claws and his hands because they're small enough to kind of manipulate the mechanism as it just kind of this connecting bolts or nuts, depending on how you look at it, just falls to the ground. And then he is kind of examining the two very looking holes drilled in the back of the dragon's head. And then I'll look to Mary and Lilith. I'm not exactly a healer, and you two, I think, are the more healing. Maybe Urias.
You can cast it once
How
a
do we
day.
fix this?
My citron. Excuse me, my math.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a charge on the Staff of Healing and cast Heal.
Okay.
How's it look
As
after the
you
heal?
all cast...
Sorry, everything's cutting out. One sec.
Now who did we lose?
I think Mary dropped to
Mary,
rejoin.
but I think...
Yeah, she was restarting, I think.
Yeah. Discord was
All
not
good.
participating.
But go ahead, Mary. Continue what you were saying. Please.
What were you guys saying, actually?
Last I heard, you were using heal, and then I asked how it looked after that heal, because Lilith was ready to heal as well.
There we go. Because,
And then I believe Urias...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
oh no, I was just, heal is 70 points.
Nice. And then Urias, what were you doing with the citron?
I can use it to cast heal as well. I also
Overtails,
have
we need a
lesser resto.
yeah, we need that to heal the actual holes in his head. Just healing him right now won't close the holes in his head. You need a restoration.
Yeah, mine's just lesser, so
Heal-
all it would do is poison effect.
I'm sure Lilith can pump that out here.
So the heal will still heal the dragon, right? So you see wounds, previous what looked to be incision sites, any of like scarred or open wounds from what looks to be restraints of sorts. Those all heal. Where the tentacle was wrapped around its neck and the leather, the very crudely drilled in bolts, those wounds will all heal. And then as Nico looks to Mary, saying that, well, the holes there still aren't there, as then Lilith will cast Greater Restoration, as Nico just watches the skull, bones close, the hole, this muscle and the skin just get smaller and smaller and smaller to where it looks normal and natural as the holes are closed. As then the dragon just relaxes its claws out of the cave floor and just completely relaxes against the ground. Just looks exhausted and tired. And mutters in very crude common, "Thank you." And it's still awake, it's just simply existing there on the floor. Congratulations, you have freed the dragon of the Elder Brain. Now what?
I will go
Now
ahead
we're
and
gonna.
slap down the well.
Yeah, let's
Hope
roll up some brain balls and throw it in that hole there.
hope for like the elemental plane of fire or the elemental plane of acid or something like that. The elemental plane of this brain's never coming back.
Wait, hold on. I thought there was a table for it.
I don't think there's an actual elemental plane of acid, by the way. Unless pandemonium counts.
Not in this.
Wrong
I
kind
mean,
of acid.
technically, in like Pathfinder, I think the elemental plane of metal classifies.
Okay, so I got some. Roll a. So here he is, as you place the Well of Many Worlds down to the ground. Roll a d10. If you roll a 10, it is a world of your choice. Six. All right, let's see. Ah, all right. So, you open up a world to the ethereal plane.
I stick my head in to see where it goes to. Do I now have a problem?
Do what?
Do I now have a problem? My head is ethereal and the rest of me is not.
That's a good question. I don't think I've ever messed with the ethereal plane. No.
I put my head
I
back
kind
up.
of picture there's kind of like I picture like the well when it opens, like, so it's a flat piece, it's like a plane. I kind of imagine as you were putting your head through, it's kind of like a sphere, like, so there is a little bit of room of safety, right? So you can stick your head in and not, be immediately eviscerated by fire or something. But then if your whole body fell through, there's no like safety sphere of protection. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
it enables anyone that uses it to look through safely. Be like, oh, do I want to go through here?
Well, I don't know how much it's going to help. I think it's the ethereal plane. Everything could look kind of ghosty.
Nico pipes up. Well, it's not the Fey realm, and it's not the material realm, so not our problem, right?
And it's not the astral sea.
Looks to the narrator. Yep, and that.
what if we only put half of it through? And just separate the halves out?
That could work. It'll take a while for this portal to work again after we close it.
I mean, I have a solution for the other half.
Is it fire?
It's fire.
I like that idea.
There are a few other solutions besides fire. We could melt it in acid or lye.
Got any acid?
I'm sure one of us has a spell to be able to make some.
I got a bunch of alcohol right now, ready to burn.
Oh, we got
I have drow poison.
Alcohol poisoning is another option, potentially. Does kill a good brain.
Nika looks to me. Points to the brain matter. Like, how do we make sure it doesn't come back? I'm not dealt with this.
I would say
Well-
fire. We might just go straight up with fire.
I mean, I like this. I mean, you already opened up the hole. We might as well use it. I mean, it is one whole brain that has been mashed and now cut in half.
Is there any reason to
Hey.
believe it is still in any sense?
That it's what?
Still alive in any sense?
I mean, probably not. I mean, the
I go over to the
cells
wall and
are
check the pulse
alive.
on this little section of check for a pulse in this
Yeah,
section of the
sure.
brain.
It's not alive. It's, as you can tell, it's the brain. But from being this kind of like healthy looking fleshy pink to now it's like this duller pink gray. As you can see, it's just pieces are starting to decay and die.
I'll grab one of the looks of it and drop it in the hole.
Okay. As you just see just elder brain chunks raining down the ethereal plane.
Man, we're real bad about littering.
It's biodegradable.
I mean, we have a portal to the ethereal plane. That's like a recycling bin.
I'm gonna just start bonfiring the other half of the brain.
So, yeah, I throw a Molotov at it, and I look into the ethereal plane. Is it like, because the ethereal plane's like a mirror of Oz? Do I see like wispy versions of us looking into this portal, or is it like I see an ethereal version of myself looking down into the hole while I myself am looking down into the hole?
You see, as you poke your head through, you see kind of like in the Fey realm, it's a mirror of the material, but everything's just ghostly. You don't see you exactly. See a more ghostly version of party. They're not in that in your right where the hole is, but they are around. They seem to just be talking in some other language, not paying you any mind right now.
Well, like
What are
the
they
way
saying? Going.
So this is a different type of ethereal plane.
To be honest, I've never dealt with the ethereal plane, so I assume you're trying to help me along. So help me along here.
Yes. So the ethereal plane exists in the material. It's not like a separate location. It's like what's the best way to describe
Exists
this?
on the ethereal plane.
It's like a
Yeah,
halfway where everything is ghostly.
It would be like
Yeah,
limbo,
it's like-
kind of.
It's like if
Instead of
I went
purgatory.
into, like if Gello's token, for instance, went into the ethereal plane, it would be exactly the same, just more like grayscale, and like everyone would be doing and where they're at, just like to Gello they're ghostly, but to them Gello doesn't exist anymore.
Got it. But you. So I was thinking like there is. I was thinking that it was more like you have like a mirror universe almost, like you have a separate Gello entity that is also, but it's more like just a copy of our world, just all gray. So I understand now where you're coming from or what you're saying.
Oh baby, there's only one Gello.
They like coexist,
Really?
so like they can kind of affect each other sometimes. It's that sort of deal.
Yes.
That sort of deal.
Yeah, and if you have true sight, you can actually see for a short distance into the ethereal plane.
And from my understanding, the whenever a player uses any form of teleportation, like a dimension door or something, that's where you can physically interact with the ethereal plane, because that's how you get from point A to point B. Is the ethereal plane is always the middle point between when you enter a portal and the exit point.
And furthering that point, that's actually how blink works. You blink in and out of the ethereal plane. It's not like
Yeah, you snap into the ethereal, run over, and then come back.
yeah.
I'm learning. How about that? Okay, so yes, as you have described, Gillo, as you stick your head in, like part of you doesn't exist, as you are now existing through the ethereal plane.
I slapped my own ass. Yeah.
You feel your own hand on your butt, but not coming from traditionally.
I pop back out. So mind if I borrow this later?
Gillo, or not Gillo,
I'm
Nico just does
expressly
this, like,
disallowing
half
Gella to use that again.
It sounds like a bad idea.
I think it's the best idea I've ever had, honestly.
I'm the bard, and you're more spoony than I am.
That's just classist.
Or
Whenever you become as well traveled as I have, you learn to take risk and experiment.
Tact and decorum.
If I ever show tact and decorum, I want you to slit my throat, because that's not really me. I was born raucous, and I will die raucous.
So we know there's a doppelganger.
She's gonna do air quotes and go, if you ever start acting well behaved, I'm gonna know something's wrong.
I could have cast Gaius on him.
Well, that seems wrong too.
But also kind of.
Might be funny.
Alright. I think the smoke's starting to billow up a little bit now. Nico, you think you have any way of teleporting my friend here back to the Lily Castle? See if we can get somebody to look at him.
He's gonna pause for a minute and pull out his book.
If you can't
Just-
make it that far, may I suggest you take him to our chromatic dragon friend who might also be able to help and is nearby.
As Nico pulls out his book, he's like, I don't think it's a matter of ability. I think it's a matter of, I think he's too big. Pulls out his book, looks through. Teleport says, 10-foot cube. I don't think he's 10. He's a lot bigger than 10 feet, right? Hold on, let me
I can
see.
reduce
was that him or him and the dragon that is this size? Or him and the brain that were this size?
You know, he himself, the dragon is really that big.
Also, Nico,
But he
you
was-
you have weird time abilities. They've clearly done something to this guy to, like, fuck with his age. Are you able to help with that at all?
I would do it if I could turn back time.
We have seen you do crazy time
Nico
shit
did.
before.
That was
He
Yuri.
looks. Maybe.
Well, he was able to look
But-
forward in time for us before, so...
Just messing with time can get. It could go sideways, and I would think the risk is too
I can
high.
reduce it.
That. As he also is starting to read
The spell that's been on the table.
Dang it, that plus 10 feet. What's up with this 10 feet thing? Hold on, let me. Dimension door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you've got Dimension Door, I think that just specifies willing creature. And then you can still take people by force.
Has to be a size. It has to be a size your size or smaller, and it cannot exceed twice your weight.
Correct.
And 500 feet. He looks
Yeah,
like,
500
okay,
feet, and you
all
have to
right, so-
describe your.
he looks to Flix. All right, so you drink him. I'll teleport him, and I will come back. Yeah. And I'm
Alrighty.
taking him. Wait, hang on, hold on. Wait, which, where am I going with this? Where? I heard castle. I heard take him to our friend. Where am I taking him? Because I'm about to just leave a semi-conscious youngling in a gargantuan blue dragon body with someone, and I don't know how well that's going to go over.
Well,
I think the Sealy
but-
Court's gonna be safe, but our friend might know more about dragon anatomy.
he's also in the middle of a fight, more or less.
True.
Yeah,
sure
he has to
there's-
concentrate on that mirage.
Well, we have Ariana back at the Sealy Court. I'm sure Ariana would be able to pump him full of healing.
Yeah, and she knows you, so
Okay, so back to the Sealy Court, drop him off, and I will come back.
make sure you talk to Ariana. Tell her I said hi.
Okay, I don't know how long I'll be, so just I will. How the hell am I going to find you? I haven't. I guess I mean the closest point would be point. I'm pretty sure you're moving on from here, so just I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I mean, worst case scenario, hold tight. When this is all over, we'll be back over there.
I will give you a day, maybe. And then I'm bringing with me.
You're fine either way, Nico. You've done well.
Hey, man. We blew up a fucking gate. Oh, more than just the gate. We blew up half the fucking castle.
Yeah, we did. He just gets really excited. He's like, yeah.
You're one of us, Nico. No matter how
Yeah.
you look at it.
Now, look at... Yeah. Now, gotta get your friend back over to people that can help him. And if you can't safely make it back over to us, then that's okay. Look after your friend.
All right. As Nico conveys the plan to, and he's going to drop the name. Izog. Now put it in here in the Roll20 chat. Looks to Flix. He's yeah, you can shrink him. He'll shrink. Nico will then cast, as he's getting ready to cast Teleport. Looks to Rosewind. Any message you want me to pass to anyone? And then also looks to the party before I go.
Let Ariana know that we've made it this far so that she can communicate with the people that she's looking after back at the Sealy Court. That's all I've got, really. Oh, and tell her to see if she can find my friend. I haven't been able to find her since we got here.
Oh, Nika doesn't know what you mean. Doug does. He's like, okay.
She'll know what I mean. Speaking through you. Don't worry about it, bud.
Looks there to the party. Anyone else? Message. Not this. Hearing the thing. Cast Teleport. And then him. Go ahead.
I just said, I'm golden.
Okay. So, as both Izog and Nico blip out on their way to the Sealy capital, leaving the rest of the party here in a cave. Now what?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Anybody got locate person so we can wrap this shit up?
Yeah, we should probably make it back to the castle.
Not currently. I might be able to strangle it out soon. Phrasing.
You need one of us to knock you out? I'm sure Gella wouldn't mind.
I'm already making my way over there.
That'll work.
So I'm gonna reveal there's some more. There's a couple of tunnels around the cave. Yeah, one here.
That wouldn't work. Knocking me out. But knowing Gallo, he's probably going to try to do it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm already making my way over there. I got my belaying pin out.
What and why are we knocking Furious out?
To see Furious.
I don't know. I was just told to.
Okay, okay, sure. I mean, as long as you two are okay with this, have at it.
Gets a giant cartoon hammer out.
Yeah, as a sailor, I have a belaying pin. And it's just a reflavored club.
Yeah.
It was almost a crit.
And I just rolled a self check to see if I noticed, and it said I did. I was not paying attention, and am probably now.
Can't you just make peace with the voices inside your head and switch spots? I mean, jeez.
Yeah, but that's not nearly as fun, though.
See, I knew you wouldn't have a problem with this.
Yeah. Anything you need to be hit upside the head, your friend Gello is always happy to oblige.
I'll make sure we have a piñata at the ship finishing celebration.
What do you mean? We got Urius right here.
Urius' friend, not piñata. Although at this moment, we really need other Urius.
Don't worry, Urius. One day we'll find the brain cell that he's hiding in.
Is it that one? I kick some brain.
Maybe if you hit him enough times, there'll only be one of them in there.
I mean, no, Killer wouldn't know what a lobotomy is.
Gets out an ice pick.
We've already seen
Fuck
how
on my
good
rapier.
Mary is at those.
Oh, God. There wouldn't be any Urius in there.
Not like we were
There'd be
saving.
Urius outside of there. Yeah, but I wanted to poke some holes in it. A little smiley face.
I'm pretty sure there was a smiley face in it at some point.
Mary was just carving things into it. She's like, oh, look, a flower.
She went full Halloween pumpkin on it. Just astral elf things.
It looks like a Braino lantern with the bonfire spell in it.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the Halloween episode in early.
Seriously, why did you? Why am I here? You killed the brain already.
Well, I mean, did you take a nap after?
Are you the other you now?
You clubbed me over. Well, you clubbed him over the head. Here's a bit next.
Yeah, it's the other him.
We need the locate person spell.
Yeah, can you locate people?
No.
All right, knock him unconscious.
I can teleport us.
I hit him on the head again.
Oh man.
I'm-
Okay. So nobody has locate person. Do we just go back to the castle?
Hold on, my yours is still restarting.
Surely we should go all around down here and make sure there aren't any more tentacly nonsense.
I only have locate object.
Might there be an object?
I was just about to ask Doug, is there an object that Heartswild would have on him that is not the crown that we have taken from him that I would be aware of that we might be able to use to locate him specifically? Like a ring?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Whatever it is, I would describe
Then
it
yes.
to Mary.
Excellent.
Well, you still recall that there's the unsealy crown.
Oh, yeah. Well, Heartswild would have the unsealed
All
crown.
the other.
Scraggly looking,
Which
nonsense, dead tree looking mess.
and it would for sure be on him, not like in a storage room.
I'd imagine without Titania's crown, he needs some sort of sign of power.
All right.
I'll just in case it assists in some way, I will draw it. Well, because she has to be familiar to it, so I'll draw what it looks like for her too, using my magical pen.
Probably wait till we get to the castle.
Yeah.
So what, half a mile away? Half a mile?
Yep.
Is the teleportation circle still at the castle? Or which castle are we going?
Yeah.
We're trying to go back.
We're going to the yeah.
Because we're trying to hunt down the Heartswild, the guy that started all of this.
Okay, which castle was that again? When it was said, y'all were talking at the same time, so it became one word to me.
Unseelie.
Was there a teleportation circle in the Unseelie port that I would have seen?
Not that you know of. I don't think you made it anywhere close to that. But let me look at this. The object is within 1,000 feet of you. I'm going to refluff that and go with the spirit. So as Mary, you cast locate object. You get a bearing kind of pointed back towards the path you went, indicating it's outside of the cave. Kind of way the back the way you came.
I haven't cast it yet. We were
Oh,
going to get
sorry,
closer.
sorry.
Because I only have 1,000 feet to work with.
Yeah, we can reflavor that in the spirit of the
The Raven Queen has granted me extended range in this case.
I like that. Yes.
Hell yeah.
As you initially cast, feels out of range within a kind of beyond the veil, a raven, crows, granting you your extended range as you see it goes back to the castle that you were just at, the Unseelie capital, through a door that you've seen before that was guarded, and it senses right past that door seems to be where the throne room would be. What does the party wish to do now?
I'm gonna follow Mary.
Yeah, gonna go kill a guy.
Yeah. Whenever Mary is empowered by the Raven Queen beyond the normal limits of her magic, her eyes go completely black.
I like that.
I like this aesthetic.
Mommy? Sorry.
I was not expecting that.
Forward, my friends, to freedom and the future. Trying to misdirect from that.
With that, so you're going to depart the cave. Yes.
C.
We are throne room
Okay.
bound.
So knowing that we are -2, I feel it fitting to close the session here. We can role play. I imagine as you're going back through the cave, through the previous cave that you just came through, out towards the main battle, air quote, as the Mirage army is still there. Catapults, you see, aren't firing. There seems to be this just, you can see that there's fighting atop the ramparts. This would be, so you could probably take a short rest as you're going along. So anything that anyone needs to do or can do on a short rest.
Damn, guys, is this what it's
How
like?
much damage did I take?
Is this what it's like when a plan goes right?
Well, you just jinxed it.
It was until you said that.
Well, you know,
No, y'all just a bunch of pessimists. We doing all right.
we're coming up on a big fight. I gotta make it, have that je ne sais quoi if I, happen to bite the dust during the fight. I once again resist the urge to taste the tadpole popcorn on the way back.
The forbidden popcorn.
The poplars?
The intrusive thoughts are real. But what if?
Kalo grabs one.
Gello, no.
Okay.
What's it gonna
Since you
do?
said
It's
this-
dead.
You know, I thought
And it's about to
it.
be fucking mush in my teeth.
Let me know what it tastes like.
Ever important end of the session question. Did we level yet?
Not yet, but you're very close.
Or did they
It's almost like we're one
rescue-
major encounter away.
So, Gello, do you eat the electrically fried tadpole?
Yeah.
So, as you,
Who do you think you're asking?
I just trying to be clear, right? So, as you munch on it, it's very exotically sour taste to it. Nothing you've tasted before, other than it's just sour. Very, very crispy. Very light though. Not much weight to it.
Sous vide.
Yeah, spit it out. It's like a fried lemon.
You ate the garnish.
Maybe we can make them into candy.
No, I like what Mary said. We could put this on top of something and, squeeze it.
Or like spread it on toast with like some egg and basil.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna gather a bunch of them and put them in my bag.
You get what you can find, these just a whole handful of just electrified tadpole bodies. Yeah, a whole bunch of them now.
I'm adding one handful of dead mind flayer tadpoles. Fried mind flayer tadpoles.
Right. Oh boy.
Make sure you store them properly so they don't rot.
Maybe mix them in with a salad or like them and some strawberries.
They'd probably be great if you pickled them.
Gello's world famous pickled tadpoles.
What if we get to Hot's Wild? We make it look like we're forcing him to become a mind flayer. But we just feed him this thing.
Yellow's pickled tadpoles sounds like the worst way to try to say something sexual without being like you're trying to PG something.
Oh
don't
no,
know.
I've said worse.
Nothing will ever beat pork chop curtains for me.
Yeah. Oh god.
Hey baby, can I try that tucky neck?
Oh.
I'll think about some more and have them ready for next session.
Not have some ready for
got this real
Conraz?
quick.
Yeah, I have them ready for next week too. Gobble gobble.
Conraz is ready to just give in. There was a fight at first, but just broken his will. Oz's just broken. He's like, you know what? I'm giving in at this point.
He does her way to a man's heart, and it's absolute sheer will.
And apparently Conraz is inadvertently flirting, and he's picking up on the things that make you react, and he's going with it.
Well, at least this way,
And-
if we kill Hearts Wild next session, Alpha doesn't need to miss the wedding.
Wedding?
Yeah, contract details.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a second wedding, or is it just going to be a big wedding? Are we just doing this?
It's gonna be a big ceremony.
All right, cool. So Flick is going to have to get duds
Everyone
for a
will
marriage. All right.
The intention is to blindside everyone involved. So if I'm doing that, then I'm succeeding.
Valid.
I would of course make sure that everyone people, if we had to postpone a session, make sure everyone's there. I don't want people to miss that important session, especially with all the role play. I just would not be fair. So I'd find a backup, or we do insert random side quests that happened eons or ages ago. We're just going to actually role play or actually play it. I don't know. We'd find something to cover until everyone was there for that. I wouldn't want you all someone to miss that.
It's like the celebration with the Ewoks in Star Wars.
They ate those people.
Well, I mean, we're eating the Mind Flayers.
We is a very strong word. We is a very pointed word.
But are mind flayers people?
No. The people that used to be people were. Mind flayers are insects.
I thought they were eldritch horrors.
Same thing. A cockroach is essentially an eldritch horror. They can survive a nuclear blast.
Spawns of one of the great old ones.
You know, if Mind Flayers are people, there are some very interesting implications of the eating of tadpoles.
I mean, there is something they look like. I mean, I didn't say that out loud.
Also, how crunchy was it? Like, bone-wise.
I think a tadpole would, if anything, they just have teeth.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like a really warm cheese curd.
Thanks for ruining that for me.
Lemony cheese curd.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking it's like a cheese curd with like that lemon pepper on it.
Yeah. Could be
Just
or
a
it could
lot
be
of the
like
lemon pepper.
a little piece of fried fish with the lemon pepper on it. A little piece of catfish.
It tastes like Eldritch.
The flavor is unknowable.
Gilla, what's that taste like? Shrugs.
Is it what do you? It's Gillo, I think.
Not good on its own. Probably good as like May was saying, as a garnish.
This reminds me of the koi fish.
Slice it up, put it on some boudin.
Well, I'm excited to murder Fairy Hitler, so...
That'll be a very good thing
Hitler?
to do.
I gotta hop off.
All right. Yeah, I gotta hop out here too.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.
Thank you.
Later.
Everyone have a
Thanks
good
for
night. It was a
game.
great session.
Yeah.
Glad you all enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
To anybody watching, thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube later, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one until we see you next time.